Welcome to another episode of Don't Be a Dick podcast. I'm Shamrock Holmes Deuce. Big Worm with me here tonight. Just discussing some issues where some instances you just might not have to be a dick. And that's what we're focusing on, positivity. Always, we're here brought to you by Emily's Interiors, Flats Landscaping, and Jeremy's Place of Employment, Solar Wolf Energy. Let's get to it, guys. We appreciate you tuning in. Let's have some fun. Guys, thank you for tuning in. My man Big Worm has stepped on the scene. We're here tonight to tell you guys, what are we telling them, Big Worm?
Well, so normally this is the part where we start and say, don't be a dick.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be the message tonight. Everybody check out Big Worm's page. He gives this daily positive message. We're trying to spread positivity in our way, the real, genuine.
I'm gonna see if we can do it 365 days. On some Sundays, I might skip it because we do these, or whatever day. Like I want to say this stays on Sundays, but if we find a different day that works, things like that, we'll see what happens. But ultimately, we're gonna try and have at least one of these a week go up. I'm gonna try and do my posts for my YouTube channel and Facebook daily. When I originally started that, I said I want to do a post a day for a year. So we're gonna try it.
Let's go. You're on track, man. Guys, you can check it out too. I'm gonna repost it on the Shamrock Pod page, so check it out. We're gonna do this, like you said, once a week. And Big Worm, cheers tonight. I'm sipping on Truly, which, if you guys can see the flavor there, it's mango chili, and there's no chili. It's not. It tastes basically peach.
I'm not like, I don't know if that's gonna show up or not, but
oh yeah, it's good.
I'm not normally a Jack Daniel's guy. Like, so this is a little bit weird for me. I mean, I'm not saying I don't drink Jack Daniel's, but like when it comes to whiskeys, things like that, I don't necessarily go straight to Jack Daniel's. I seen this. Maybe it was the green. I don't know, but
okay.
It was in that box. It screamed at me to take me home. I want to be in your cup.
What do we got? So compare it to regular Jack Daniel's. What are you getting? What's the difference?
Well, so like it comes into like, so this is, I guess, when it gets into it, there's different kind of mashes, things like that. This one's sour mash. It's called I think it's a Legacy. Yeah, Legacy Edition. Supposed to be getting back to like the roots of the original number 7.
I dig it, man.
Tell you yeah, I can't. Like I said, and I'll start from the beginning always. Like I'm super casual, but I like to try new things. I also watch a bunch of these YouTube channels where a bunch of these people talk about the whiskeys you need around $40, the whiskeys under 50. Like this probably fall in the under 50 range. But so this is the range we talk about when people might start coming over saying, hey, what are you doing? You can see my little starter kit right here because I like to do the old fashions. I've never had this before, so I do ice in a cup, try it. So we're going to do tonight's with none of this. I brought it out because I was like, I'm going to take a sip, see where we're at, and we'll go from there. Because like, I feel like anytime you get a whiskey, especially if you spend $40-$50 on it, like you should probably. There are some people that will say don't even put the ice in it, like just go for it. Because ice changes it a little bit. I think it opens the flavor up. That's me. I don't know. So we do that.
I dig it, man. I get into. I used to be a big Jack and Diet guy. Back in my wild days, but obviously that's no longer. So, but.
I feel like Jack, after you take a sip, it's got like we're gonna call it the twang afterwards. This has none. Like it has the initial, and then afterwards it's smooth. So like I'm actually gonna be a big fan of this one. This may see more than one bottle, although with Hometown Liquors, that's where we shop in Oxford. for
Give 'em a shout. There it
majority
is.
of this stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is a one per customer. I mean, granted, I could go back in tomorrow and buy another one, but they when they have some good stuff, it's usually the one per customer, and that's kind of like that. Maybe what also drew me to it.
Oh, I dig it. All right. The limit that gets me. So I'll give you a little quick insight into how my brain works, or sometimes it works like this. As you know, cannabis connoisseur. Sometimes thoughts get me deep, and I get to the register, and I know I'm buying a bottle of whiskey for this show tonight, right? Immediately, my eyes come upon this bottle. Cognac. Courvoisier.
Nice.
And you know what happened in my head? Pass the Courvoisier. Sold.
Had to have it. You got to have it.
That's how I made my decision this week. It's not, we're going cognac. And we're budget this week because, as you guys know, this is now my full-time employment, this here gig. So we went with a pint. We didn't get the whole bottle. But you guys get the point.
Well, I don't know if everybody knows, but sometimes you just got to go with the one that sings to you.
No doubt. It happened. It happened. And as I walked out, I said, it's not whiskey. But
that's all right.
In that you are the expert here, I will give you that. I'm following lead.
Oh.
Next week, we will get the whiskey.
All right, who knows? Maybe I'll show up next week with rum. It is what it is. Whatever you're feeling when you're there. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, my man. Another successful week.
Absolutely.
Pass the Courvoisier. Who doesn't know that song?
Talking to your boy, shooting shit, telling everybody don't be a dick, having some whiskey and I think you're doing all right.
I really cannot complain. Life is not bad this week. It's a great week. So we're gonna get into cigars too. What do you got going there?
I'm a simpleton. I so some people like really expensive cigars. Some people like whatever. I'm a flavor guy, which in Massachusetts it's difficult. So I end up smoking a lot of acid cigars because they're not flavored, but they taste like they're flavored. But majority of the cigars I like have some kind of chocolate, toffee, almond flavor to them. So that's kind of where my thing is. But it's relaxing, dude. Now, if you're into them, you get it. Some people just like smoking a blunt. Some people like smoking a cigar.
And to be honest, man, I've had some cigars that have effed me up pretty good. Some real hard cigars, man. What was that place down on Park Ave? The lounge there, the Smoke Lounge.
Smoking Joe's?
Yeah. I got one out of that closet before, man. And it was you gotta look at it, dipping for me. Chewing tobacco puts me out, man. If you don't have nicotine all the time, we use hemp wraps. We don't use the tobacco wraps, so I don't get nicotine all the time,
So I smoked a lot of cigarettes in my day. Way back in the day, I was smoking Marlboro Reds, and then Parliaments, P-Funks. Was my jam for years. And
I feel like Marlboro Reds is a lifestyle.
Marlboro Reds is you basically smoking non-filters. I'm tough. I'm smoking Marlboro Reds. So that was a thing. I quit smoking for a couple of years, and then I went back, and I was like, well, I can't smoke Marlboro Reds again. So we went to the Parliament Lights. I don't know. I enjoy smoking. This is literally my I smoke a cigar here and there now instead of smoking 2-3 packs a day. And yes, I said 2-3 packs a day. It was bad. I was like, hey man, maybe we should probably try quitting this stuff and live a little, and not live a little, live a little, so.
Yep.
No, we're here smoking these every once in a while, and I don't hate it.
Look at mental health is really important, and if you need that to relax and put yourself in a good place and enjoy it, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Live how you want to live. Just don't be a dick.
Absolutely.
That's the bottom line.
Buy a bug.
Yeah. I mean, live your life however you want. So last week we ended the conversation of tacos. Anything can be a taco. I think that's ours. But I went to.
I like how you turn that into a hashtag.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm never gonna tell anyone what the W is, but they should know. You know what I mean? So I went to the taco spot. They were closed because it was, I believe, Martin Luther King Day. And I went to Pepe's Taqueria over on Chandler Street. Now I got the burrito taco with some queso on the side. It was phenomenal. I had the video out there. We'll start posting the reviews. We'll run through these. But the segment will be a little snacky poo. You guys can check it out. It's on YouTube right now on our channel. Like and subscribe if you can. It only helps us get to you guys quicker and easier. But phenomenal taco. I don't think it's what we're going to be judging though at the taco spot, because what's the one you had? The Vampiro taco?
Yes.
And
I'm saying, like, if I got to meet you later there this week, I will.
Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's do that. And his claim to fame is they're the only Vampiro taco, if that's how you even pronounce it or what you call it. But I'm in. And a shout to Pepe's, that was really good. I believe we gave it an 8.1. Call it cheesy, but we got to start somewhere. So if this Vampiro taco has been the hoot of the town. Shout to the steak and cheese crowd too, man, because that's kind of what it is. The burrito taco with queso, it's basically a steak and cheese taco, which, call me a caveman, but that's how I like it, I also saw.
I made it a week with no tacos, which I think is like probably a sin somewhere.
I mean, yeah, you got to get it together. My man.
But I don't know if everybody knows about the Woo Bar on Shrewsbury Street.
The pickle pizza. It's kind of funny to say. I'm not gonna lie, but
so there's a steak there, and I'm gonna murder it. But the picanha, they have a small and a large version, and they do it, I want to say, in like a Brazilian style. They give you like breadcrumbs on the side and a couple other things. Like, it's so if you're a sharer, so some people like don't touch my food, and there's plenty of those people out there. There are other people like, hey man, like let's order a bunch of shit and we're all gonna eat everything, right? That's me.
Yeah.
If you're a sharer, we can go eat. If you don't want me to touch food, you might stab me in the hand as I grab some of your food, but I'm down. I got a couple scars and shit from that, but we'll do it. But
it's fine.
Dude, we go to that place here and there. I probably every couple of weeks, and the service there is great. The attitude's great. The food's been phenomenal. I haven't had a bad meal or a bad time there. So like I got to throw it out to them. Like I said, good people, good crowds, and I think that's what people are looking for, and just places to go.
No doubt.
We'll hit up some taco places this week to continue on, but that's on the side.
Keep the suggestions coming in too. I had a few people message me this week. Suggestions. We'll give you the shout if it's your spot that we hit.
Please.
Keep up to date with it. We got Pepe's down. We're gonna go to the taco spot. You guys pick the next one. Let us know. So
one thing I want to shout out, and I'm a jackass, I didn't last week, and I'm sorry guys, but the Shamrocks out of Marlboro, like I want to say took national champions, like down in Florida, and took home some medal.
They
trophy
did.
Style.
They did.
And shout out to Rock Block, dude. You guys are the shit. Like putting it back on the map for Marlboro. Like they Shamrocks. They are representing, because that team back in the day, like me growing up, like they were the Patriots for everybody that grew up in that area, and they kicked ass. So watching Chris Chambers and those guys basically rebrand the Fury, bring their talent down, and be like, all right, we're the Shamrocks, and kick ass. It's been great to watch, and I'm excited to see where that goes.
I've been keeping an eye on it, man. I just don't know enough about it. Like I told you, the first game I went to for the Pirates this year was a playoff game. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it was, I can't wait to go to another game. I'd love to check them out next year. But like the coverage, you only see what you see through Facebook with them, I think. I just don't know. I mean, a lot of the stuff I'm missing, that, and I feel like it should be spotlighted more. Like that right there should be
These
spotlighted
dudes
more, you
are
know?
athletes. They're like, and granted, you could say it's semi-pro, you could say whatever. These dudes get on the field and do work. Like it's amazing to watch. So like, just we got a lot of local sports around here. I seen somebody post the other day. They're like, it could have been you, so I apologize if it was. But like, who's your favorite athlete that came out of Central Mass or just Massachusetts in general? Like, that's some cool ass shit. Because I mean, we got a lot of people that came from this area.
From Worcester, period, man. I mean, Gavin from Worcester. So, and there's more to come. I mean, these guys that I've been having on that hoop show that I got going, these guys are all legends. You know what I mean? Like, I love it, man. There's a ton, but we're gonna get to them. Believe that.
Yes.
We're gonna get to them. So, man, how was the week in total view? Well, I mean, you work a lot, don't you? You got plenty of hours in over there. Where at Solar Wolf?
Yeah, Solar Wolf. Man, when there's I love the people I work with. I love what we do. There's always some kind of challenge. There's always some, like it's never not exciting. A day in work with solar, and there are people that will understand the solar coasters and all the other stuff. It's fun. It's exciting. I love it. My office is my other home base. Like at some point in time, you may see one of these from there. Like the problem comes in is that the fun stuff I can do here is, is a little bit more limited in my office, but I got some cool shit there. Like if you check out my YouTube channel and see some of my Don't Be a Dicks, like, cause don't be a dick. I obviously I'm at work, so some of the times I end up posting from there. I post some of them from my phone. I'll probably record one from here 5 minutes after we're done and post that up. Who knows?
Love it.
I don't know.
Love
Could
it.
get wild. Could get wild, but like, I mean, the whole reason we started this was like real talk. Like if people would just not be dicks, like it would help. It would help a lot. And
it would.
I hope that if it's one person that we help, like, hey man, like today I could have been a dick and I wasn't. That's moral of the story. Like have you ever heard the Trouble Tree story?
No better time than now.
So I don't know the origin of this story, and I apologize to whoever started this story, but like the meats and potato of this is so great. Like everybody should hear this. And
this is our Viking wisdom segment right here.
Trouble Tree, fucking 101. So
love it.
Everybody's got a job to do it, and whether it's you're a stay-at-home mom or like things like that. Like just because you don't go to work every day, you have a job, right? But that's irregardless. Just kind of saying, like, at the end of the day, you have a job, a thing to do. But this guy was at a job. We'll say he's a mechanic, this guy, whatever, and his vehicle broke down. And he says to his coworker, like, "Hey, man, can you give me a ride home?" And obviously, his coworker's like, "Yeah, man, I'll give you a ride home. It would be fucked up if you didn't, right?" So he gives him a ride, gets to his house, and like, guy's walking down. Halfway down, he's got like a little tree before he gets to his house. He stops at it, grabs a couple of branches, he's holding them, and then he lets go, he walks in his house. Same dude's picking him up in the morning, right? Dude comes out his house, goes back over to that tree, and he's like, and then goes over to this dude's truck. Now they're on their way to work, and this guy's like, "Man, I gotta ask him." So he finally is like, "All right, dude, what's up with the tree?" And he's like, "What do you mean? What's up with the tree?" He's like, "Well, last night, before I left, I seen you stop at the tree. This morning, I seen you stop at the tree. Like, I gotta know. Like, I'm curious. It's just my nature. You gotta tell me." And the guy's like, that's my trouble tree." He's like, "Oh, okay, trouble tree, right? He's like, yeah, when I get home from work, I leave my troubles at the tree that I don't need to bring into my home. So I can go in, be with my family, be in the right mindset. Like, obviously, I'm not going to bring the troubles of my day home. He goes, and then in the morning, you saw me picking up my troubles. Do you know what the best part of the morning is? Is when you pick up your troubles from the night before, some of them are already gone. You know, it's a way to be. So like, you're not bringing back all the troubles that you left the night before.
I love
That's
it.
the trouble tree. That's
I
the
love
trouble
it.
tree.
Absolutely.
Everybody should have one. And
I love
that
it.
way it helps you not be a dick. So
you know what? Yeah, that legitimately, and that's something that I've had to really grow on, is not taking out my bad day on someone else and not acting different. It's not easy. You know what I mean? It's really, really not easy.
It's like the number one reason for road rage, man.
No, I mean, it's hard, but you got to figure it out, man, because it's not everybody else's problem what happened to you. You know what I mean?
It's also not healthy to live like some huge stress ball life. I actually had that conversation with my buddy the other day. They're like, dude, because I've brought up levels of stress is a real thing. Some people execute at a higher level when they're under a lot of stress, and that's a real thing.
Yeah.
But if you're under stress that you can't handle for hours and hours a day or weeks or months at a time, like it's actually deteriorating. Like it is bad for your health, not just like up here. Like mental health is one thing, and that's a no joke. But like physical, like you can stress yourself out till like you're sick, not eating, and like oh, it's not okay. It's not okay. So
yeah,
just be mindful.
Be mindful. Realize what's making you be a dick, and avoid the whole scenario. Like we're gonna leave it at the door. Leave everything at the door, at the tree.
Yes.
Like you said. Love it, my man. Viking wisdom with my man Big Worm.
Dude, there's so many people that get into even just like, hey man, I don't really like what I do, like, and whatever. Is it affording you a living? Is it helping you do your day? Like they don't call it playtime, it's work. You have to adjust to it, you know, like there isn't secret sauce at the end of the day. Like, all right, so like I want to do what I want and make money. If you figure that out, let me know. Because I like to, like I said, there's a level of everybody, hey, I want to do what I want. Okay, well, if you can turn that into mentoring, teaching people and things like that, you can do that at any job.
Yep, no doubt.
You want a job at Dunkin' Donuts and teach people how to be better? You can do it. Do it. That's the important part.
Yep, absolutely, man. So I'm loving life here tonight, man. I'm glad we got this in. I'm glad. Thank you for taking time out today, man, because I know you had a bunch of stuff to do.
This is not taking time out. We make time. There's enough hours in the day.
I'm saying, yeah, absolutely, no doubt. I mean, now I don't. We got to get up tomorrow. What time?
Me, I get up 5:30.
I don't have that problem any longer. I mean,
yeah, but if I wasn't doing anything tomorrow, I get up at 5:30. Like that's when the
7:30 is my number.
It's ready to rock. Dude, at some point in time, I'll have you listen to my alarm clock. It's everybody needs my alarm clock.
Man, I have this inner clock. It's called. I wake up every hour as it is anyway. Usually, unless it's a big night. But other than that, it's 7:30, man. 7:30 every single day I get up, 7 days a week. I just hope I can curb that to at least 9, and then live my life. You know what I mean? That's all. I need a job every day where I can just start at 9, and that's it. But
so we got a minute before my alarm goes off. I'll let it roll for a minute because everybody should wake up to this. Everybody. It obviously probably won't be for everybody, but it's when I heard it the first time, I was like, I need that, and I've had it ever since, and I'll probably have it forever. I got some interesting.
And this is also another point. The only reason I don't wake up with an alarm clock anymore is because the rage fills my day. I can't curb it. Like if I, but let's be
Well, so this
more
goes
accurate.
off. This usually goes off after I get up. I tend to get up before my alarm clock.
Do they even
This is
have,
like the if all else fails.
do they have that alarm clock noise, the just straight buzzing with like the radio station that's not on fully, you know what I'm saying, with static? Is that just
Oh, I knew what you meant as soon as you said it. I was like no.
Does that happen to anybody
that works for some
anymore?
people.
We outgrew that, I think. I mean, that was like the 90s. That noise right there, I mean, that's my waterboarding.
Yeah, that's waterboarding. That's waterboarding. You may like that. Like if this does go off, like, I could be over here like. I don't know if you can hear it.
Oh
I can't hear it. I apologize.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
So it starts off as like the regular alarm, and then it drops in the X going to give it to you.
Phenomenal.
I got that off one of the Deadpools, and it's actually the name of it is Deadpool ringtone, and it's been on my phone ever since.
I would get up and just immediately punch the wall. I mean, if I woke up with that,
I had a coworker heard it at one point in time. They're like, "That's your alarm?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You're a psychopath."
Yeah.
Like, thank you very much.
That is phenomenal. That's intense, man. I love it. Absolutely love it. I don't know. I don't want to ever wake up with an alarm, but maybe someday. Maybe, I mean, I just hate being forced to be up.
If anybody's ever seen, there's a Marine guy that says like the first thing you can do to start your day is making your bed.
Yeah,
now,
I love
Marine,
that.
Wasn't in the military, but I'm a firm believer. Like, do something to start your day. It will set the tone. Like, maybe it's not make your bed. Maybe it's something else for you. Maybe it's something for whatever. But like, have something that you do in the morning that sets the tone for your day. Like, it's not a bad plan.
It makes you start the day feeling like you accomplished something, and then you want to accomplish something else, and then so on and so on. Good idea, but I'm from the school of why make my bed if I'm just getting into it anyway later. We'll put that right out there. Now, my mother makes her bed every single day, but I mean, I've never not seen it made. I taunt her all the time. Everybody, even
I do believe like there's military level of make your bed, and then there's like, hey, like I put the pillows back up there, I put the sheet up there, so like I gotta get in it, and maybe that's not you because it's looking like that's not you. Like,
not even close. Yeah, nothing. Barely sheets. You're lucky if I got. I mean, I'm comforter, pillow, bed, wake up. I mean, I don't know. I'm borderline caveman. I mean, I'll say it now, but proud.
I love
it. I'm not proud of that.
As you should. You should be proud of that.
I mean, those 30 seconds that I could have spent making the bed, I'd contribute positivity to the world in place of it. So, bam.
So last week we hit at the taco spot. Like this week, my question that I want people to answer in the comments is: are you a make the bed, or are you a get up and go? I want to know where the people are at that. Like let's hear from whoever's watching this. If you made it to this point, in the comments, say if you're a make the bed or if you're a get up and go.
And why?
Yeah.
Not like tell us why you don't make it, or because I think all the why you don't make it is going to be because you're just going to get into it messing up later. That's probably
because you get up and go.
But I don't know.
You're gonna ain't got time for that. I got shit to do.
Yeah, I gotta get up and go. That's it. Love it. So my man, we can wrap this up. Thank you for coming through tonight. We're gonna do this again every week, guys. The message, as always, is
don't be a dick.
I mean, pay attention here. Go see my man Worm. I'll post the videos. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Emily's Interiors, Platt's Landscaping, and Jeremy's Home.
Solar Wolf Energy.
The Wolf, baby. We love it. So listen,
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. We'll see you guys again next Sunday. Big Worm, thank you so much.
Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick.
And guys, stop being dicks. Not worth it. Have a good day.